What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga Career Mode. It's episode number 18. Lots to get through today, as always, as we'll wrap up the Champions League phase. And we should have the draw for the last 16 once the playoff rounds get played as well. Plus, we'll have more big games in La Liga after a really chaotic run. We're 9 points behind Villarreal in the race to the top 4, but we're not giving up. If we're going to catch them, we've got to extend our winning streak. First game, Deportivo Alaves away. Vamos Valencia. The streak's been great, you know, 6 wins in our last 7 in La Liga. And granted, we just had those knockouts in the Copa del Rey and the Super Copa, but again in the league, we've really picked our form up. The bad news is that we're still 9 behind Villarreal, and they've got a game in hand as well. That just goes to show you how bad our start to the season was. It really was unacceptable. 4 wins in 13, and what a save that is by Sanchez. And putting ourselves in a hole early doors. We don't want to pick ourselves up and start climbing out of the hole, but believe me, we are still in it and can barely see the top. There's Fabio Silva. Does really well. Samu's on. Left back played him on. 1-0. When these guys are fit, healthy and scoring, I think we can definitely continue to climb. Samu with the opener. Valencia lead at Alaves. I can't see anyone catching Real Madrid leading the way right now. That championship is theirs to throw away. Only Martinez makes it 1-1, but the only way we catch up to Villarreal, and that's the team I'm targeting in 4th, is by winning consistently. We cannot drop points in games like these, home or away. But a meaningless match day 8 in the Champions League phase in midweek, so I can rest my entire team for that. Oh, Samu, great first touch, and sets himself for the second. A bit of a carbon copy really for our 2 goals, but Silva to Samu, deadliest strike duo in La Liga right now. I called it when I signed our new number 9, and it certainly worked out that way. Come on, man. Our defense has been poor recently, but if we can hold on to this, Villarreal, keep the pressure on them, and you just never know. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Literally right from kickoff. Can't happen. We all know about the overpoweredness of form, and we often talk about it. It's not just the results, but how the results come about as well. If you're really struggling to score in a few games in a row, well, go back to season 1 and you'll see the trend continue. If you're scoring loads of goals but also conceding loads of goals, well, right on cue. Look what's happening here. 45 minutes in, 2-2 away at Deportivo Alaves right now, just on the bottom 3, and it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. Martinez, Valencia Academy grad with a hat-trick. Form should be in the game, but it's far too OP. It's just annoying because there's no way to mitigate it. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's there, and you just got to play through it. As Fabio Silva says, "All right, then I will." 3-3, but this is ludicrous, man. I mean, you look at the results, and this tells the full story. We had the 4-2 loss to Atletico in the Super Cup, a 4-4 draw with Sevilla. And granted, yeah, okay, the last 2 games we tightened up, but the 3-1 loss to Levante. And I'm not surprised that there's going to be more goals tonight. And there's almost one here, Barde with interception. There's 21 minutes to go, and someone's going to win this. It could go either way. Tony Martinez has turned into the best striker in world football out there today. Listen, it's the Valencia Academy grad. I might have to bring him back based on this performance, but here's Javi Guerra stepping away. He's got Samu down the right. He's also on for a hat-trick. It's Samu. It's Silva. What a save. 5 to play. And another Valencia Academy grad has thwarted me today. Severa with the stop. And it looks as though it's going to finish level. Right, so just did a few things off camera, starting with simming the final Champions League phase game. As far as I'm aware, the seeding for the league phase is not actually in career modes. Whether you finish 1st or 8th, it does not matter. We're already locked up top 8, so simmed the game with a backup team. Lost 3-1, but Hugo Jura got a red card, so he'll be suspended for the first leg of our last 16 tie against whoever it will be. Played through deadline day, made no signings and no sales either. Left a 10 mil to carry over till next season. And after Noah made our academy from the last batch of scouting, heading into our following game, Osasuna at home, where we really need to get our form sorted. It's been very up and down in the recent weeks, a very chaotic January, but I'll take a 1-0 scoreline here against the lads from Navarre if it gets us closer to Villarreal, who have now gone 11 points clear. Osasuna and Mestalla, Vamos Valencia. Listen, I'm all for action-packed games and goal gluts, but scrappy 1-0s all the way to the title, I'd take it. Not going to get it here, though. What is happening to the defence, man? This is embarrassing. It's like at the start of the season, though. It's that kind of form, that kind of run. I'm really not exaggerating when I talk about this. I often have to mention that, like, if you don't play career mode, you might hear me talk about form. And I do talk about it often. You think, oh, come on, Doxy boy, it's not that bad. It is that bad. It is that bad. You know, as Fatty shot is blocked or dropped to Guerra, and there's the instant leveller. It's like, it's just so, like, when you're on a barren run of goals, you know, those two shots that have just hit the back of the net for either side might go in, but also might not. But when you're in form, I should say, when the form is showing that the game's a goal class, it just carries on. It carries on. And like I said before, form, momentum, these are real things. They should be part of the game, but they're just way, and I mean way too OP. Let's go 2-1, let's go 2-1. Oh, post rattled. And we shall clear the danger. Warning sign from Osasuna. With us right now starting to look a little bit shaky, especially at the back, obviously. It's not a formality when it comes from behind the windows, despite our good record at Mestalla this season. But there's Samu, there's Silva, there's the goal to get us in front for the first time. Woodwork route on one end, back in the net bulging on the other. This guy's been incredible ever since I signed him. What a bargain. Oh, no. Where's the defence? Where's the defence? Oh, Sanchez. How on earth has that just gone in? Still, that's Robert Sanchez. How often do we say he's the kind of goalkeeper that'll either cost you 2 points with an error or two in the same game, or he'll save you a result with a string of world-class stops in the final 10 minutes of a game. Timed that perfectly, and Samu ain't gonna miss. Samu ain't gonna miss. Man's on absolute fire in his debut season. Come on, 3-2. Can we just tighten up for 5 minutes? It's like that Shrek meme, you know. Valencia, could you stop conceding goals for 5 minutes? Ansu Fati, come on! Says, well, we might not be able to stop conceding, but we're also not stopping the scoring. Ansu Fati's blown hot and cold, really, since I've signed him from Barcelona. He's had some brilliant standout performances, scored some wonderful goals, but also gone missing in a few games as well. But tonight, when we needed him to be on point, is bottom corner, game over, Valencia returning to winning ways. However, there was a bit of bad news. Jose Gaya went down just past the hour mark and unfortunately has suffered a broken toe. That's our third of the season, as Pepe Luan Chan also suffered broken toes during the season. So I'm going to start converting Mifsud to left back. It's going to take him a long time to become one because of his terrible defensive stats. And I don't think we will play him there long term. But in this period here, I'm going to give both he and Pedrosa equal game time at left wing back and see who feels in best for the club captain. Right, following game, what a tough one to get back-to-back wins in, going away to the back-to-back champions of Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano. They thrashed us last month in the Supercopa 4-2. So not expecting a return to clean sheet ways here, but I'll take a grind out 0-0 if it keeps that unbeaten run going. Following game, Atletico away, Vamos Valencia. We've been discussing really all season long about the need for a successor for Jose Gaya. It won't be long until that time has come for the club captain to come off the bench. And it's the lad at Benfica that I want, Carreras. But if not, I mean, Pedrosa, 29, that's still quite young. I mean, young for me, as Fati finds Silva down the right. And Silva to Samu, all the time in the world. I think it was Samu that played the initial pass, sorry, not Fati. But it is Samu with the finish, and Valencia lead right before the break. If we can win this, now this will be a massive statement. The back-to-back champions away from home, who just thrashed us 4-2, but a win here, we'll be saying to Villarreal, we are going absolutely nowhere. Conor Gallagher shoots, Sanchez with the save. As we bowled it out to Correa, still leading by 1. You know, at one point we were 16 points behind a top 4 place. If we can make up that deficit to qualify for the Champions League, I mean, that's a heck of a comeback there. Just going to show you, as we often talk about, if you've stumbled out the blocks, you ain't got to stay down. Oh, Samu! Should have made it 2. Saved by Di Gregorio. And it's still 1. There's Boniface controls and just trying to keep my composure here. He's frightening me though with his goals he scored against me in the Super Copper. Good block, and tonight, well, this is a defensive display we have needed and has been long overdue. Last chance for Atletico. Julian Alvarez dispossessed by Mosquera, who has had an absolutely brilliant game. You know, he was amazing in North London when we ended our poor defensive streak for the 1-0 win at the Emirates. He's been amazing tonight at the Metropolitano. He only comes alive in big games, Christian Mosquera, but he was sublime tonight, holding on to Victor Boniface as Valencia hold on to the win. Massive back-to-back wins and a huge scalp away at Atletico. Yep, not giving up on this, and it's actually now Atletico who have dropped to 4th, and we've cut the gap on them to 5 points with 15 games to play. It ain't over, there's a long way to go, but also Real Betis have come from nowhere to also get themselves into contention as well. I think the top two are going to battle for the title now, but as for 3rd and 4th, well, there's 4 teams going for those 2 spots, and it's anyone's guess as to who's to claim them. Following contest back in the Mestalla, Real Sociedad coming to the east coast of Spain. Vamos Valencia. It's nice one over the top that. Lookman has Healer to be, and Adamola is quick, but so is Healer. Oh, how's he got through there? Lookman, what a goal that would have been. And Mosquera's, I had that covered. Don't worry, I had that covered. Well, I was a little nervy as it was trickling towards the line. But what a goal that would have been from Lookman. Second half to play, but I'll be honest here, it's been all Real Sociedad. We've got to get a move on in the second half, otherwise we will not make it 3 wins on the trot. Come on, Valencia. We're about to see the draw for the last 16 of the Champions League, because the playoff, excuse me, is being played, the second leg, in midweek. So I'm hoping for a favourable draw against whoever it will be. But right now, I'm going to be totally honest here, my sole focus is on La Liga. Even though that Champions League last 16 tie, first time in 7 years Valencia are going into a knockout Champions League tie, it's not even on my periphery. Right now, the only focus, come on, is getting La Liga back into the top 4. So we're not going to win the Champions League this season. We certainly will have a chance next year. We've got to be in the competition though in order to win it. Silva the opener, Valencia lead. Painting for Hugo Giroud's thoughts as well, because he's been really good for us this season, but I can't get him in the team right now because Samu and Silva, if one's not scoring, then they're assisting, and who they're assisting is the other one. I mean, the strike duo has been sublime in this run. Oh, Sanchez. But it'd have 20 minutes for us to get back in front. He's coming on for Samu, who's getting a bit tired out there. But Robert Sanchez, second goal, he should have stopped in 3 games now. This is the Robert Sanchez we are wary of. We've seen some great Sanchez displays, and now we're seeing him drop a couple of clangers. Win it, mate. Win that, win that, win that. That's okay. I'll come in. Where? Cole. Silva. Great touch. Yes! And Fabio Silva, like Robert Sanchez, who we took the chance on, has very rarely let us down. Top scorer last season, or was it ever in doubt when he ran through one-on-one? This guy always seems to keep his composure in late game situations. Massive moment in the Mestalla, big 3 points, our 3rd win on the trot. And we're about to see the draw as well for the Champions League last 16, where it's going to pit us against. Do we have it in the news article here? This is one thing I don't like about the new news articles, but anyway, the social media side. But anyway, Champions League last 16 pits us against. Oh, Inter Milan in the last 16. Now that is going to be a tough tie, no doubt. Of course, they'll have Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. What a tie that is going to be, man. I can't wait for that. And I'll save both legs for the next episode as well and play our following 2 league games in the build-up to that. You know, I was thinking about resting my entire team and just putting all my eggs in one basket for La Liga, but come on, what a tie that's going to be. Blockbuster. Cannot wait for it. Right, yeah, 2 more games today. They're both at home as we aim to make it 5 wins in a row in La Liga and possibly go to the top 4 following contest. Should be a banker, really. Espanyol, rock bottom of La Liga, coming to the Mestalla. Vamos Valencia. We paid, I think it was a combined 30 million for Sanchez and Silva. And while Sanchez has had his moments, we'll be honest, won the Golden Glove last year, and still, that's not the switch I wanted to do. Whoops, I think I didn't notice that. It's still been a great ROI for the Premier League pairing. And Espanyol still get the goal. Bottom of the table away, a goal up. This shouldn't happen. Come on, Valencia. Made the wrong switch in the middle, and I'm completely scrambling. I've only got myself to blame for that, really. But that's a bit of luck that we need. Hugo Giroud with the tackle and the finish, and it's 1-1. Instant leveler. I don't know why my players feel kind of slow in this game. It's still 1-1 in this. They're just quite slow to come across. And Sanchez is low to get down as it hits the bottom corner. It's the duality of Robert Sanchez. I'm not sure about that goal. It was in the corner, but it wasn't struck with a lot of power. 2-1 down at home to bottom place Espanyol. Welcome to career mode. No words, honestly. Absolutely no words. There's Mario Hila. Fires in the leveller from the corner. What a game. To be fair to Sanchez, I can't blame him for that second goal. That would be very critical. It wasn't struck with a lot of power, and it was quite far out, granted, but it was right in the corner. And, you know, believe me, Oh, Silva, what a touch and a finish. When I used to play in goal, sometimes when you get beaten from range, your teammates will look at you and be like, seriously, young Docks? How did you not get to that from that far out? It's like, are you kidding me? That is literally right in the corner. Granted, maybe I could have stepped across my line a little bit quicker, but, I mean, I'm at full stretch. I wasn't 6 foot back in the day at 12, you know. Anyway, 5 goals in the first half. What a contest. There's this great moment when you play junior football. You know, you know this. I know this. I experienced it, where you go from playing on the smaller goals, and then you play on the full-size goals. Square surely ensures that this will be another win for Valencia and our 4th in a row, even though we made hard work of it. And it's like, for strikers, it's like Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, you know, I might have scored X amount of goals last season. I'm going to double it this year with so much of the goals to now shoot at. Goalkeepers, it's like, I don't know how to describe it really, but it's like looking at just a task you've got to do, which you realise is probably beyond your level. Oh, Sanchez, what a save right now, you know? Because you're like, I'm still a kid. What am I doing playing in a goal this big, you know? Oh dear, what a game. Cole picks it up. He's got Bernabé to his left. He'll find him. And Bernabé. Oh, yeah. Speaking of strikes from range, that's the icing on the cake. Conceded 2 silly goals tonight, but 5 on the offensive end. And we have been scoring for fun since the turn of the calendar year. Game over, 3 points in the bag and 4 straight wins for Valencia. Only way we keep up with the top 4 is by extending the winning run. Yeah, let's do one more and we'll end on this with both teams going for an outside shot of a Champions League place. This is one of the biggest games remaining this season. 5th playing host to 6th as Real Betis come to the Mestalla. We know we've got beef with these guys, but if we can win against them, I think we can pull away and, most crucially, for the first time all season long, we'll be in a top 4 place. Go for our 5th win on the trot at the Mestalla. Vamos, Valencia. No. Ah. Even when I'm trying to take down Cucho, he's still impacting the game in a positive way. Offloads to Fornals and Pablo opens the scoring. Cucho Hernandez, you know, he is just my arch nemesis in this save. I literally cannot stop him. Every save I do, there's an arch nemesis. In this one, it's Hernandez. How do you stop Cucho Hernandez? Seriously, it's just almost impossible. He's just winning headers against Christian Mosquera and assisting with his head. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I haven't got an answer for him. I have not got an answer. And for Real Betis, who need to win, really, to keep their Champions League dreams alive, they're going to do so by absolutely opening me up here at the Mestalla. I've got no answer. There's Fatty, levers one from range, and James Beadle, the young Englishman, gets it behind for a corner. Guerra to Pepe Lu. Great ball. Silva. Pepe Lu must finish. Plenty of time. Plenty of the game to go as well. A whole second half. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Juanmi in behind. Oh, Sanchez. There's been a couple of goals in this run where I'm looking at Rob and saying, seriously? You're a Golden Glove winner, son. How have you not saved that? Ball in behind. I think it was Heel that was keeping him on. But from 19 yards, I mean, positioning's not the best. But how on earth does he not make contact with that ball? Seriously, T-Rex arms Robert Sanchez. Earlier this season, there were a lot of talks about whether Chelsea could be a genuine title contender with a goalkeeper like Robert Sanchez. And I think this season in the save, people are saying, can Valencia qualify in the top 4 with a keeper like Sanchez? Because he's had a shocker out there, but I'm not surprised about who's got the goal. He should have saved that one as well. Cucho fires it in at close range at the near post. And again, I'm looking at Rob and saying, Golden Glove winner, mate. What's happened to you this season? 4-1 down at home to Betis. I've won a free kick right on the edge of the area though, which Fatty is going to take. Can I get that up and over the wall and into the top corner past James Beadle? It's Fatty. Oh yeah, glorious strike. Keats gets a touch but can't keep it out. 4-2. The games today have been amazing. Guerra winning. Fatty, what a ball. Yeah, Silva. 20 minutes, plenty of time. Ansu Fati at half everything in this game. It's 4-3. It's not over, but we need... Oh, no, it is now. Lefonal's running through. Sanchez chipped. Can't blame him for that one. And Mosquera can't get it off the line. Can't blame him for that one. That's just weak defending. Completely out of sync and out of line. Pablo Fornals gets his second. Betis get their 5th. It's a goal glide again. It's so hard to condense the episodes when they're full of chances and goals like this. But that's it now for sure. 8 goals on the night. Betis are collecting a massive win to get themselves right back in the race for a top 4 place. And I'll do it for today's episode of the La Liga Career as well, guys. So big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you hadn't, please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with both legs of that Champions League last 16 away at the San Siro and at home against Inter Milan. Literally can't wait for that tie. And more games in La Liga. Well, with 12 to go, it's not over yet, but a massive blow there to our hopes of finishing top 4. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.